Alright boys, here's the healer POV from Plebius gameplays. So I'm going to use his gameplays and montage that he did to show you how you're supposed to play support and how to position yourself to stay alive. He's one of our best healer, he's Officer E2, got some experience, and it's the one we're going to use. So, right here, Chris has to dismount. He could have dismounted a bit more north, but that's a pretty good dismount because he's close to the crown and he can see the crown. That's when you dismount. You don't want to dismount before that, because if you're like new right here, like you're too far away to help them out if something happened. Like if you dismounted just a bit more north, you could have as cooldown down and be protected by the statue, but that's not too bad. Alright?
Okay. I have defense up. I have defense up. We're gonna counter in 3, and 2, and 1.
Right now, he's spreading out, even though he keeps the crown on his head. Just make sure it's always there. I'm gonna keep that a bit more down. And you walk inside of the squad when he knows they don't have an engage to use on him. Alright? Right here, you're lucky you got pushed back, so you can use this assassin hood. But as you will see, he doesn't use the assassin hood so far back all the time. His job is not to attack this guy, it's just to sit close to them. And right now he got his E again for the clump they did. So that's great, because of the assassin hood, you got enough cooldown to use it as we engage. And when we get engaged on. Right here you're gonna see, like there's a DPS in the back, that's a demon. Demon is pretty insane. He's always like doing some stuff all by himself. But you don't ignore your DPS that are low. You just amp them out and walk away towards the Zerg, because one person is less important than the whole Zerg. So he's gonna use some Qs and keep walking towards the Zerg. And if the DPS one kneels, he will come to you. You don't need to chase them. You don't chase them around. Position yourself to be safe and heal the Zerg more than the solo DPS running around all by himself. Alright? So you just drop in some Qs, some health. Even on the Fallen, just drop a Q. And then keep going back to the Zerg, because the Zerg is more important as a whole than the one DPS not in their position. Right now, Demon, I don't know if he was in position, he was pushing the D-tanks around, making his own work. That's not a problem, alright? I'm not saying it is, just if there's a DPS on the side, don't just like focus only on them. Just make sure you go back towards your clump and make sure you go towards the people that deserve.
16 seconds,
To like the way it works, you W on someone that got 3 stack and gonna give 3 stack to everyone around. So make sure you got 3 stack on someone before you use it. Right now we got a really great save from Plebius. So as you can see, through now is really low. I can go back like just a bit so you can see it more in slow motion, let's say. So let's go in 2.5. It's gonna switch pretty soon. He uses W first, so you walk out just to get clump. Pretty aware that's going to clump everyone. Pretty sure you guys know that, but you know. And the first thing he does is Q, because that's pretty slow. It's pretty fast to cast. It's not instant, but it's pretty fast. Then W, because that's instant. So it's gonna cast W instant, saving Zero for the next damage, and then using his E as you jump in to heal everybody up. The reason he doesn't just jump in is because you get some cast time, and if the damage keep coming in, you're pretty squishy, so you're going to die to the damage. So you want to make sure you use everything you can before jumping in, and you need to jump in. Right now, with the new build, as you can see in the breakdown of every weapon we got in our ZVZ, you're using Clerical, so you can just jump in after your W. So W, jump in, and then protect yourself with the Clerical, because when it's a big Zerg, some people are late and they are going to kill you. So, using jumping E and then Clerical. By the way, that's a really great save. And then, yeah, I'm gonna put it back to the full speed so it goes a bit faster. Alright, let's go 0.5 so you can see. So, as you can see, they always keep the crown on your screen, stay in range, and spread out. You try to spread out from the other one. Just move a bit back. Like, if I go back just a bit, you move a bit back just to use his assassin, but the crown is still on the screen. We can see at the bottom here, the crown is still there. It's not too far away, just enough to not get full engage on. And that can cancel, and there he goes, he's ready again.
Okay.
So as you move in, that's what's a bad move, by the way. So you walk back in the clump. You should have kept the north side. And now you get in silence. And if the Hodge on the other team was just not the dumbass, he would clump everybody here and kill them all. So make sure you don't do that. You still got the R to be excessive, but you're gonna get silence, so you don't have anything. So you should F out if the clump was coming in, but the clump is not coming in, so it's fine, you know?
Alright, I'm engaging. Look on trip. Get ready in 3, in 2, in 1. Oh, firewall. Look peace out.
So he just gets spreading out. He doesn't use his boots to follow the crown. The crown's going to engage, going down with the boots. You don't have boots, just keep it to disengage. And it's gonna be fine. So you're just walking and you spread out. Right here, you walk inside. That's not a bad move, because if they get engaged, you want to be there to heal, and you still got his disengage, and got his lyrical to save himself. And it's way better to stay a bit close. Like if I go back just a bit, you won't get clump, because the clump is here. It's not where he's at, right? If the boots come in, you still can get out and dodge the Hodge, alright? So right now, like the Hodge just go in, and that's just a bad play from him. But he was not, he didn't get clump, and he didn't even get the Night Helm because it was far away enough. So the Night Helm is 5 meters away from the smoke, and he didn't even get hit because it was well positioned enough to be far away from them. So try to stay around that, about 10 to 5 meters from the shot caller, so you can like get your reset. Like right now, there's a lot of red on the screen. He still take his time. Drop his assassin, because he knows he won't just die out of freaking nowhere. The guys won't engage on you, you won't just die out there. So just make sure you spread out and get ready for your next E. So you keep just in range to be able to Q the trips. Keep going to Qs. And right now, as he tries to go he walks out, he gets stuck in the flag, so that's unfortunate. So he gets clump. He was trying to go south and didn't manage, and he gets silence, and his boots get cancelled because he dashed inside of himself, so he didn't get far away. He fucked up on this one, and he still get out because the alpha from Nero drop his W, then jump in, saving him, making him a lot of health, even though they are silenced. And he pop Gigapot. Gigapot's really important. You can use it pretty much all the time. So you pop the Gigapot and manage to get out pretty soon. And Nuru saved everybody right here. So Nuru did a really great play coming in and right far away from everyone to not get clump. As he get out, he's still silenced, but at the second he's not silenced anymore. He triple stack himself, double stack himself, then E. So you get more heals as he's doing that, so he doesn't die. He would have W if he had it, but he didn't, so he's just stacking himself just to make sure he stay alive. It's more important for him to stay alive than for all the others. Like, make sure you spread out the heals, but like, if the healer is dead, everybody's dead, right? So keep yourself alive, and keep that in mind. And then you move a bit back, and then use his assassin again. There you go. He uses his W on somebody with 3 stack, and giving stack to everyone, so they can keep pushing it as he's resetting his stacks. So make sure your E and the W on cooldown when you reset. The next one is on Fallen. So I'm gonna go up. There you go. Right here. I'm gonna put it in slow-mo because I know this is interesting. So he gets full engage on. It was not too bad spread. It's not the best spread. It could be a bit more nerf, but he's keeping the crown on here, so it's perfect spread actually. Is those guys are not far away, like they should be more west. It's not his fault. Like the Boom, Gerard, QS is fine because he's enigmatic, but those 2 melee DPS need to be a lot more forward. So it should be, you could have more space. Get engage on and pop the Night Helm perfectly. Like right now you pop the Night Helm and doesn't get pulled in. So that's really great. So make sure if you get a Night Helm to use it defensively. That's the way you use it on either. Like, you just save the backline. That's the way you do it. Alright? And then, as you walk in, he makes sure to use his Q on, as they are engaging right now. We are engaging. I know there's no call out. But, and then use his Q. And positioning itself, got cancelled, unlucky. But positioning itself on the southeast. was protected by the tree right here. So the tree protect him and make sure he doesn't die. So if they want to engage on him right here, they need to run around, jump on him, and have all the DPS funnel on one of those two sides to be able to see him, because that's line of sight block. It's terrain difficulties for the let's see, terrain difficulty for them. So the melee DPS won't be able to hit. So it's really well placed, and they will never engage at that point. So right now we are engaging. So and they engage back on us as we engage. So it's using his Q, W, and then the E, because the E it got a long cast time. So you make sure the W hit first on the on those type of staff, on the holy staff. So W always first. It's heal 10 players in the Zerg, so it's really important to cast it first. And then go back. Like just here, it got back. It doesn't matter. So he's walking back because we are going to get pushed out. So you need to reposition himself. He doesn't have the tree anymore to protect himself. So he's staying in the backs, far away, just in the range to be able to drop the Qs on the crown and on the DPS in front. Alright, so the Blight is a lot more interesting for hitting the D-tanks. The Fallen will be a lot more like on the side. Again, using positioning to protect himself. He'll still heal, using his Q, then positions, playing in the trees. So play in the trees, and then right now he got space, can go heal the D-tanks because he knows he can see from the side. D-tanks are low, just a little Q could help them up. And as they go back, little W, little Q, looking ready for the next engage. For ease. Again, you can see the D-tanks need some help, so you walk forward between the trees where they can't engage on him. Go up, drop a little Q, again get back. Where he is safe. Now they took out to push, so you follow up. But you know what I mean, right? The trees are a friend. Right here, the call is to dismount. He doesn't just dismount on the ground, he's trying to spread out beforehand. So as he dismount, instant spread out. Like look at the squad, they should all be spread out. It's only one here because he got experience. But everybody should spread out as they dismount. Really important on support too. So you keep the crown on the screen. So right now, you get the crown, Reyes, or Mezen right here. Mezen, who got the crown, right in the range. And as they do damage, you start using his stack, pop his stack in the W, and then E to protect the squad. He's stayed far away just enough so he doesn't get engaged. So they will engage on the big clump. They will never like instant engage on you. If you do, you got merc shoes and you got cleric armor or fiscal, depending on which one you're playing. Usually the build we are using right now is on Blight, is cleric with assassin hood, with mercenary shoes. So you will have your shoes to get out if you're not positioned well. So try to figure it out. Try to find the range you want to use. Right now, Tikal should be to go north because of the way the position right now. He keep going north, but he uses his defensive. He knows he got some here, so right now he gets J, so he can go north. He's stuck, and when a J pop like that, they are going to full engage on it as soon as he pop out. So you need to be ready to pop your defensive as soon as you go out, and he's just spamming his resistance potion, even though. Like, he might not get full engaged, the resistance potion, make sure he stays alive. It's way better this way than to not use it and die, you know? And now you go up and follow the shortcut. Alright, so right here, they are going to start walking them down. And they're going to go south after the disengage. So disengage came out. And now they're going south, and you try to spread out right here, but this is a strange one. Like you could think you can pass through there, but you can't, so you need to follow around and get GA again. Actually, they didn't get GA because of the Night Hell. That's pretty nice. And as we push in, using his E, so we can just like keep rolling them. Like even though he's in the middle, he's got some defensive, so he's fine. And they won't engage right now because they already just used it. Right now, we want to go up. We want to go back to the squad. We know we are going to use the north side to keep the vision. But he can't pass through. Because of this zone. He doesn't know right now, but he will. but he's still going to wait for the rest of the squad to go up to stay spread out. He doesn't want to clump with them. All right. So he doesn't clump with them with Mezen. He doesn't clump with Boom. He stays far away enough just to be able to keep the crown on his head and to be able to drop some Qs on him. Alright, I'm going to go a bit forward on this thing.
Take him, take him.
Yep.
Same
Help us.
thing here. So
Watch our
right now
northeast.
it's going
Watch our boys up
to
northeast.
look at the spread he
Walking
does.
northeast.
He's
Walking
instantly
northeast.
spread. Doesn't stay with the clump. Doesn't stay with the people. Those guys in the clump all got defensive. So it should be seen by the support. They should have demon armor, Judy armor, resistance, some way to clerical, those type of thing. Alright? So small got demon armor right here.
Alright, give a good spread here. Gonna look for and engage. Give demon armors here. Demon armors, demon armors, demon armors, demon armors.
So he triple Qs himself because he's not in the range of the of this thing as they're going to get engaged. Triple Qs himself, so his W is gonna spread out to everyone around. So he get close, spread out to everyone around, and then you E in because the damage already came in, so he can walk in and not get killed.
Help us,
So now he's going
come back
to,
south, come back south.
just to be safe, just put them in the circle, right? Don't just like walk in full in, just stay safe. But you know, at this point he's confident enough because the damage already came in to start hitting them and get close.
South for heals, south for heals, south for heals, and then we're gonna engage on top of them. Right inside of us. 3, 2.
And now he's staying in range to be able to Q
right on top.
shots.
Right on top of us. Right on top of us.
and
Honestly,
stay
yeah,
perfectly in
nice.
range all the
Good
time.
job.
You just spread out enough, just not fully engaged. Like right now the clump they see as the clump tank on the red side. The clump I see is right here. So it's Strip, Zetent, Shot, and all those guys.
Come southeast. Come southeast.
I don't see Plebeius on this side, right?
You got stun here.
He's all by himself unless he gets full
Oh,
engaged.
guys.
And even gets full engaged, he's still got Gigapod, Dash, and
Alright,
Aura.
go southwest. Come southwest. Come southwest. Come southwest. Give a good strike.
Right here is gonna get somewhat engaged on. So now he got CC'd and knock up.
Come southeast, boys. To the water bridge. To the water
That
bridge.
scared him and he dashed in inside the clump. That's not a great dash. If you're using a defensive, try to use them to get out. So on the side here, on the east would be better. But you know, it's pretty hard to follow around.
Oh, careful, help our guys.
But
northwest,
and
help
it's
our
also
guys.
put him in a position when he can heals. But like, it would still be better east, but he still get more defensive. So I just want to show you how
Come back
much
south.
you're
Keep coming back
able
south.
to
Keep coming back
stay
south.
alive.
All the way back
Need to
south.
counter here.
We have
Need
to
to counter
rotate.
here.
Alright. I'm going to fast forward this thing. Oh yeah, there we go. The fight bridge.
Another mana and they have their HQ
Ash, come fast.
from
I'm waiting. Right into the pot. Towards the wall.
I'm just going to find the bridge fight.
yeah, they're
Alright.
back on the
Sure,
choke.
that's their inertia. We'll wait that out.
Right here, we are fighting for the bridge, right? So, you want to keep the shot caller on your screen.
Kill
Want
the
to
wall,
spread out.
please.
So right now he's going to spread out. You don't need to be on here. That's a pretty good positioning as we push in. But before that, you don't want to be there because you do not control the southwest side of the bridge. So you want just to spread out normally.
True.
And as we go in
Spread,
to
spread.
get control and engage on them,
Don't give them the clump. Don't give them the clump. That's their grail.
he's going to use the east side of the bridge right here
Engage here.
to be able to
Get ready to
see
pop.
and cue them. So he's trying to spread out in the back so they can get engage on him.
Yep. Alright, ready, engage.
Right now, shot caller, we are going to engage. So you walk forward.
1, right.
W is himself because he got 3 stack on himself. He's been stacking himself to be able to do this thing right here. As they go in, you drop W
Top of me.
and you walk back in safety. So the safety here is right here because if they engage, they are going to engage in the middle of the bridge, saving them all, like killing you. So you want to stay at the safety. They are going to use defensive. You will be able to use your E to save them. And when they get engaged on,
Not engage
right
on
now,
front, that-
like you get CC right here, that's unfortunate. Now you walk in and then you use R and your E.
Engage. Come south, please. Come south.
Right?
South defensive.
So you won't die.
Defensive.
So R, E, and then you can walk in, again walk out, get movement speed buff,
Tanks hold the northeast.
and now you're
Tanks hold the
eating all your
northeast.
D tanks.
We can't go.
Really important, you're a D tank healer and a tank healer, so right here.
Yeah,
And
no,
you
no.
still got your boots and your potion right now because you were safe all that time. You never were in position to die, never at all. So really important to do.
Come.
Use the environment for you. Now I'll just keep going, try to find the next one. Right here is a VOD of when you get full focus. So it's a pretty spread out fight. They are a lot of brawling comp. They got Bear Paws, they got Clarent Blade, they got a lot of stuff. And in this fight, plebeians get full focus. Alright? They're just running and trying to get him. I'm gonna show you how you survive those type of fight. And like a non-experienced eater will just die right here. Alright? So he stack himself, stack the thing. The G come in, the engage come in, and he uses the clerk robe to protect himself, and then uses E. So when you rock in, he's protected all the way during the C. So 3 seconds it is. So 3 seconds is immune. Uses E as his engage, so people feel safe. And then he walk out. He dashed out right here because he's scared that he's going to get full engage by the Bear Paws. That's like Bear Paws are not usually used, so he tried to reposition himself to be in a safe spot. Really interesting. You should be using your F to reposition. Like, don't just keep it to get out of clamp. It's a reposition thing too. Just use it defensively, not offensively. Alright? Right now I get follow up by the Clarent Blade and the longbow. And use his potion. Really important. He's defensive. Didn't like try to keep it for you if I get full engage on and those type of things. Just use the defensive. Try to stay alive. The longer you stay alive, the better the team is. Alright? And you walk back inside of them and us. Alright? That's the important part. So the reason you do that is because his W is coming back and you will be able to drop the thing on everybody. And there's a lot more protection inside of the other group than there is against those 3 guys. Alright? So inside of us, they will be disrupted, they will be CC'd by Tanoden, example, right here. You already saw Plebes was in need, so you jump there, stop them, and put himself like inside the CC of our team, so he can just walk through us with his E, with his W, use his D to reset his cooldown inside of us, because right now it will be way harder for them to target him with auto attack. It's a smaller fight, right? We know it. Like, it's not a big sword, it's a small fight. So when you're inside of them, unless they got a clump or a full engage, they won't kill you. So you walk forward, tap his W, then reset his cooldown because W and his E are down. And then use his E as you pass through with the speed buff to reposition himself away from the 2 guys that were chasing him. Alright? That's the whole idea. So he uses his E as much as he could. And then he starts stacking himself again. Right now, get focused again by the Realm Breaker. Right? The Realm is going to go for him, but the Realm should not use his E on him because he's going to fuck up their engage. And nor should he use his well, that's pretty much it. You shouldn't use his E on him. So you can just walk away from him and you should be fine. And now there's the Bear Paws, right? So there's a Bear Paws and Realm Breaker on you now. If the Paw decide to engage on you with his E, the Realm will also follow on you. Alright, that's for sure. So uses both his Q and then jump out with his boots to just make space towards his team again. Always towards the team. Like, you always go towards the team because your D tanks will be there to protect you. And also will be your support. So your support will also be there to shield you and those type of things.
God damn it, guys. Fuck.
And now he starts stacking himself back again. Pretty soon. Yeah, now using Alt Q again. And he's still getting focused by somebody else. He's still close to the team. Always keep the crown on the screen. He didn't run away. Far away just to survive. You stay close and you make sure you give heal to everybody. And you use your defensive to make space between your attackers. Using your squad if you get the possibilities. Like he did right now. And full stack, and now he's back full health. He was a lot in danger, was being chased around, everything, but he still survived. Use his ability always in the squad, always. Like, make sure you use your squad. They are there. We are there for that. People like your D tanks, your support, and your heals got a health bar on to be able to see that, and your shot caller. Your DPS might not have it, but doesn't matter, right? They don't have defensive for you. So everybody that can use defensive for you will use them to protect you. Like, they will slow them, they will like pull them back, push them back, so you survive, alright? So use your squad, they will look out for you, you look out for them, that's the way it goes. So that was the either POV, the way it's supposed to be played. and your positioning when you're playing. All right.
Another clump. 3.
So try to keep that in mind as you play. Keep the crown on your screen and spread out.